Hello, this is a recording. I'm trying something different here. So, in the last stream, I said that I would be switching to making recorded videos like this instead of live streams. If you watch the streams, you might be able to tell I'm not very good at drawing and talking at the same time. I'm not very good at talking in general. I originally tended to make videos like this after the first few speed paint videos on this channel, but I avoided doing it because then I would have to pick out a video editing software, which I knew would be painful. I used to make videos on YouTube when I was a teenager, and I remember how slow and tedious editing a video was. It took me like hours just to compile a 5-minute video, and then hours more to upload it. It was a very long, tedious process. What made it worse was, after all that, my videos would get flagged for copyright just because a few scenes had Pokemon in it, even though other people had the same scenes in their videos. But of course, I'm the one that gets in trouble for it. And because it was 2008, it likely wasn't some super AI from Google detecting the scenes. No, it was probably just some random person who saw my video and was like, "This guy sucks. I'm going to report his video." And then I get in trouble for it. That's life. Anyways, the moral of the story is don't use any copyright material in videos. That's one of the reasons why I'm doing this, to have some sort of audio in the video. Most speed paint videos put copyrighted music in the background, and of course they get away with it somehow. But I'm not willing to take that risk, so I could use copyright free music, but there's one thing that I know for sure that I own, that's my voice. So that's why I thought it would be a good idea to turn these speed paints into a sort of vlog series or something. I remember I used to keep an art blog several years ago. It was helpful because I could let my thoughts out and gave me a sort of deadline to work to. But I was never sure if anyone would actually read the blog. Looking at it, I knew that I wouldn't really want to read the big walls of text, so I just stopped. I still keep a personal log, which mostly is just notes and screenshots, but I feel that making a video log like this is a lot better than a blog, because I think people will be more willing to give it a listen or a watch. So doing this serves two purposes. One, it fills the audio for these time-lapse videos, and two, gives me a way to let out my thoughts and stuff. I was originally planning on posting this the same time as my streams normally would, which would have been yesterday, but things crept up on me. On New Year's Day, I got a sudden fever. Luckily, it wasn't major. It went back down after a minute. But what I think happened was a few days before New Year's, I got a nosebleed that kept happening 3 days in a row, and I think my sinuses just got infected. So I just took some decongestions and stopped blowing my nose so hard. I've been recovering now, so I feel better. I don't know if you can tell, I was a bit sick during the stream last week. It's a good thing I'm recording this so I can edit out all the sniffles and coughs. While I was sick, I was setting up my two computers to record and edit. I have it set up so that my Windows PC, one of its monitors going to a capture card connected to my Mac Mini. I found out that on OBS there's a feature called Projector, which lets me send whatever footage to a monitor. So I use it to show only Clip Studio Paint to the capture card. That makes it easier to edit later, so there's nothing personal leaking through or anything. With this setup, the Mini can use all the CPU it needs to record and code the video while I just draw on the PC. I don't have to worry about like my computer crashing and losing data. Next comes the most annoying part, though. I had to pick a video editor to use. The only editors I have experience with are Windows Movie Maker and Pinnacle Studios. I knew I wasn't going to use those because those both really suck. I tested some free programs like iMovie, VN Video Editor, and OpenShot, but they would take a really long time to export anything with, which wasn't really ideal. So currently I'm trying Adobe Premiere. Can export the same video in 20-30 minutes with the right sequence settings, but the exported video was almost 20 gigabytes, which tells me it's probably getting that speed because it's not compressing the video at all. It's just like a series of frames squashed together. That's okay though, because YouTube you can upload up to 256 gigabytes videos on YouTube, so I'll just let Google handle it. Plus I have a 5 terabyte external hard drive. That'll give me enough storage for a while. After getting everything set up though, it was already Friday, and I realized I didn't have any recorded footage to use in this video. So what you're seeing is what I worked on yesterday. This drawing is for a friend of mine who's a Patreon supporter for nearly 4 years. He goes by Himo, also Tweetar. A while ago, I made a similar drawing. It's a picture of Sakura Hane from Bakuon with his motorcycle helmet. I don't know where I got this idea. It just came out of the blue, if I recall. But this time, he requested a remake of it with his new helmet and a special jacket that Hane is wearing. So, yeah, shout out to Himo. Thanks for the support. He actually commissioned me to draw this. He already supported me a lot, but he insisted that he pay me for this. Currently, the payment is being held on PayPal, since I made a new account for it. But if everything works out, I can start doing commissions regularly. Now, in the previous streams, I was working on a small HoloLive fan comic that kept getting more and more complicated. It was taking me months. I started it on October. I thought it would be like really quick. And then I just kept working on it, and I never even finished it. I think the problem was I was too focused on trying to clean it up and like redoing it over and over again, trying to make it as perfect as possible. I have a tendency to do that with drawings. I could have just left it messy and like a pencil sketch, and I think people would have liked it the same. It would have saved me a lot of time. I remember one time when I posted a work in progress of a drawing, and that post, the work in progress got more attention than the actual finished drawing. It makes me wonder if it's even worth putting all that extra effort just to clean it up. Now, obviously, I can't just make it like a scribble and say it's finished. No one's going to like that. It doesn't work that way. It's got to be some sort of sweet spot to hit where it's like too little or too much effort. So my goal in this drawing and future drawing is to try not to focus so much on cleaning up everything. If it doesn't affect the overall picture, then I should just let it be messy. For this video, I can only get the lines finished, so there'll be another video like this next Friday in which you'll see how I color it. After that, the next thing I think I should work on is the VTuber model that I had in the streams. I want to clean it up and so I can start using it for videos. If you'd like to see more, be sure to subscribe. You can support me on Patreon. Currently, I have 1 supporter as mentioned, but there's plenty of room for more. Links are in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.